My name is Juan Lozada. I am the communications director here at Church for the City. I fell in love with the church. I fell in love with Jesus at the age of 15 and a half. That kind of sent me a trajectory to chasing and pursuing pastoral ministries. And then that's what I've been doing for the past 4 years. And then I am new here at Church for the City, so I've been here about 4 months now. So that's how I got here, and so that's how I'm communications director. Yeah, I absolutely love what I do. I love the creative aspect of church and social media, and so I love that I work with photography, videography, social media, and really all mass emails, texts, all that stuff. I love creating, crafting, and publishing those things. So what I love most about what I do is I get to be part of this church. I love the culture, I love the people more than anything. So I just love loving on people, hanging out with them, and really serving them. Yeah, the thing that I dislike the most is probably paperwork. You know, even though I'm in a creative role, I still have to do a lot of paperwork. So for me, paperwork is kind of like the thing that I dislike probably the most. So yeah. It's easy to do my job when you have a team like I do. You do not need any experience. So what we have to do here at Church for the City is you go through open house, is what we call it. We kind of give you a thorough look at our history, our values, our beliefs, all that stuff. And then you get to sign up for a team and where you want to serve. So that's kind of like the route the first step that you have to do. And then we contact you if you are interested in the communications department, whether it be photography, videography, social media, or online host or anything like that. My team takes care of anything photography, videography, social media, and anything online host related. So that's kind of like the 4 areas that we kind of that I oversee. And so yeah, man. I've been doing this for 4 months now, so it's been fun. It's been encouraging. I'm from Missouri, so I was in pastoral ministry out there for about 4 years. I think we do well what we call life groups, and so I've seen God not necessarily move in miracles as far as healings or powerful moves like, oh my goodness, he restored someone's blindness or whatever it is, but really it's through community. And so I've seen people restored internally. I've seen people's stories just being fulfilled within community, and that's what life groups do. And so that's what I love about our church. So I hope that they find number 1, hope in Jesus, number 2, forgiveness in Jesus, and number 3, salvation in Jesus.
My name is Chris Lerma, and I am currently production director and men's director. I decided to do what I do now. It started off in high school. I was in a TV and production class, and then I worked in TV stations, before coming to church. And then when COVID hit, Pastor Tyrone asked me to come on as part-time to help build the production here at CTC. So that's kind of how that all came about. I'm living my dream. It's something that I trained for and learned all the stuff and from scratch, and just kind of trained up myself to be able to do it. And it's really honestly super fun for me. I don't feel like I'm working a job. I feel like I get to come in and do things that I love and have fun while doing it. What I love most is it would be the training all the volunteers on camera gear and lighting and all of that. I think it brings me the most fulfillment when a new volunteer comes in and they don't know anything about production, and then in a few months they are masters at it and they're doing really good. And not only do they do it, but they do it with like excitement and joy, and yeah, and they're just really excited about it. Yeah, I dislike most. I think the paperwork side of it, doing POs and purchase orders and all that. It's pretty tedious. I wish I could just be hands-on with the gear all day and organizing and cleaning and rewiring things, but I don't always get to do that. Another thing that I wish I could do, I being on staff at a church, like you don't really get to attend like a regular attendee would. So it would be cool a few times out of the year I take a Sunday off, to just come in and experience. But when Sunday's happening, like I'm on go mode, I'm always working. So that's like one con of the job. But I think it's easy. I think you have the knowledge and like the background in that. You would probably think it would be pretty easy if you're good with people and scheduling, and yeah, I think you might think it would be easy. But I mean, you never know. Like some people might not think it's as easy as it seems. So they would need to be an attender here at CTC. It's not just open to the public. You need to call CTC your home church. And then we have this thing called open house. It's basically what you think it would be. You come to the church after church on a Sunday. You show up. They take you to a tour throughout the building. And then at the end of that, they say, what teams would you like to join? And you would select a production team. And that's how you would get on the production team. They'll send me your name, and then I'll get you onboarded and trained up and ready to go. So on the production team, it goes everything from lights, lyrics, the screens, the cameras. We even have translation, and then obviously the soundboard. And there's like small jobs in between that. We have a stage manager, a producer, assistant producer. So a lot of roles. But basically our goal is to create a distraction-free environment while also ushering in the presence of the Lord into our sanctuary, and yeah, creating just a good experience for attendees, and preparing the room for God to do His work. So I got hired on at CTC part-time. Well, I was volunteering for a long time, and then I started being paid part-time in 2020. Shortly after COVID started. And then I didn't become the director of CTC production until probably 2022. Was when like the title became official, and I now oversee about 63 volunteers, and all of that production entails. I think every time we watch the baptisms on a Sunday, it's just testimonies of people's lives being changed. So you see it every single week, at least twice a week at this point. Just people's lives being changed through community and through the fellowship that's built here at CTC, and the life change that God is really doing here. And one specific moment I remember, this was probably back in 2022 or 2023. We had like an open door service where you could just come in the middle of the week and worship. And at this particular one, we had a worship team on stage, and this was just like in the middle of the day, in the middle of the week. It was just open to whoever wanted to come. There was a worship leader who was leading a song, and I was in the back in the booth on production. And then and the Holy Spirit was just so heavy in that moment, to where like everybody was just on their knees and like crying, and like he went into like prophetic song. And that was just one moment that really stood out to me. And then I think that honestly changed the trajectory of our worship and our production, and like we decided, I feel like that at that moment, we're like, this is what we want, this is what we need to strive for, like ushering in the presence that hard to where people are just on their knees, like really having a powerful encounter. I really hope that being a part of the community really just gives everyone that steps through the door like a sense of purpose, and then especially joining a team, and specifically the production team. I just feel like God hasn't called me to just, clean cameras and build cameras and stuff, but it's more for like giving people purpose and giving people the ability to serve God, and opening doors and positions for them to do that. So yeah.
is Eli Flores. I'm the executive worship assistant here for Church of the City. Always loved worship. Always felt called to be in worship ministry, and I was offered to join the team, and I was glad to do it. Oh, I love what we do. The worship team here is amazing, and staff, everyone's great to work with. I love the worship aspect. I'm a musician as well, so I love being on the worship team, being a part of the team, getting to know everyone, and being able to worship alongside the congregation. What do I dislike? That I can't do it full time. I would love to do it full time. It has ups and downs. Some days are easy, some days are hard. Just depends, But through prayer, fasting, and working with the team, it makes things work really good. So if you want to join the worship team, you need to become a member, go through open house, and then there's auditions that happen for singers and musicians to be on the team, and then just hanging out, growing, getting to know each other. Yep, that's it. Pretty simple. So we focus on worship, not just music or what we do on stage, but what our lifestyles look like, on and off the stage. What we do at home is considered our worship, and then we're able to feel ourselves and able to pour out on our Sunday service. I started about a year ago. Yeah. Well, I think it happens every Sunday. We get a lot of testimonies about people coming in, and through our worship, through worship, they're able to feel the presence of the Holy Spirit, and I believe that can really spark a change in people's lives. And so every Sunday, I believe it happens. I think that exactly about being a part of a community. I hope that they can come here and feel God's presence during worship, hear His voice through the word, spoken word, and the preached word here at CTC, and grow in community with one another and get to know people here, become friends, and become that community, and we walk this life together.